Hey, what's up, guys? So, yesterday, the Supreme Court ruled that presidents are immune from prosecution for acts that they did in their official capacity as president. So, this means that the criminal case against Donald Trump, where he's charged with trying to interfere with the 2020 election, in which he lost to now President Joe Biden, that means that's going to get kicked back to the trial judge. And now the trial judge is now going to determine what he did under his official capacity and what he didn't. So that is going to severely limit the scope of what prosecutors can now bring forth during trial. So this really works out in his favor. Not that these charges are dropped or anything like that. What is happening is now the case is going to go back to the lower court judge, the federal court judge, and this person is going to decide what can be introduced. So charges not dropped yet, but maybe something will be happening moving forward. So the judge in the case in DC won't be able to look at it until August. So this likely won't go to trial until after the election, which is a huge L for people who don't want him there, right? So this decision, of course, went along ideological lines, 6-3, six of the conservative justices and versus three of the liberal justices. That's not surprising at all. We all knew that it was going to go that way, right? Based on how this particular Supreme Court has ruled in the past. And honestly, I saw this one coming, right? You guys could check the tapes. I knew this was going to be ruled this way because I just knew how the Supreme Court typically rules. I mean, they do split down ideological lines a good amount of the time, especially for political issues like this. You know, obviously a lot of people want to see Trump not face any criminal trials at all and just kind of be a shoo-in to the presidency. Other people don't want him to ever be on the face of the earth ever again. I don't know, but specifically, this decision bars prosecutors from using or from introducing into evidence conversations that Trump had with the Justice Department after Joe Biden's win in 2020. So I guess they're deciding that since he was still president, that conversations with the Justice Department are still, cool in his official capacity as president. And like I said, other things might be getting thrown out as well. So this does limit the scope of the prosecutors of what they can introduce. So this makes their case a little harder. So Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in his majority opinion that, quote, a president may not be prosecuted for exercising his core constitutional powers, and he is entitled, at a minimum, to a presumptive immunity from prosecution for all his official acts. But Roberts also went on to say, quote, the president enjoys no immunity for his unofficial acts, and not everything the president does is official. The president is not above the law, end quote. Now, in her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, quote, in every use of official power, the president is now a king above the law. With fear of our democracy, I dissent. Strong words coming from the justice there. Trump is, of course, charged with 4 felonies connected to his alleged plan to stay in power after Biden's victory. Those are conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to obstruct the formal certification of Biden's win on January 6, 2021, obstructing a congressional proceeding, and conspiracy against the right to vote. Again, the justices aren't saying he's immune from these particular charges. They're just saying he's immune from shit that he did as president, in his official capacity as president. Now, this does set a precedent because now, since this is the Supreme Court, that this is going to affect further presidents now. All right, guys, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. Just, throw it out there. It's big news. These trials are a big deal. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.